Tenant filed a complaint that got my property condemned. The Code Violation Chain Part 2. The landlord spent the next several days meeting with contractors, engineers, electricians, plumbers, and city officials. Every conversation seemed to uncover another problem. The roof leak had been active longer than anyone realized. Water had slowly worked its way through insulation, ceiling joists, and portions of the interior wall. Some of the damage wasn't visible until sections of drywall were removed. What appeared to be a simple repair from inside the apartment revealed structural deterioration that had been developing quietly for years. Every layer they opened uncovered another repair. The electrical contractor found several circuits that had been modified decades earlier. None of the work appeared malicious. Most likely, someone had made repairs long before the current owner purchased the property. Unfortunately, that history didn't change the present responsibility. As the current owner, the obligation to bring the building into compliance rested with him. Several outlets required replacement. Older wiring needed updating. The electrical panel required corrections before it could pass inspection. None of those repairs had anything to do with the tenant's complaint. But once inspectors begin looking, they're required to document everything they find. One violation often leads to another. That's why experienced landlords sometimes refer to it as a code violation chain. The plumbing inspection added another surprise. A slow leak hidden behind a bathroom wall had damaged framing that wasn't visible during everyday use. Because moisture had remained trapped for so long, mold remediation became part of the project. Now the landlord wasn't simply repairing a rental. He was coordinating multiple licensed trades, engineering reports, permits, inspections, and remediation specialists, all while the property generated no income. As the weeks passed, the financial impact continued to grow. Mortgage payments never paused. Insurance premiums still came due. Property taxes remained on schedule. Utility bills continued because electricity and water were needed during construction. The lawn still had to be maintained. Snow would still need to be removed in the winter. Vacant properties don't stop costing money. They simply stop producing it. The landlord contacted his insurance carrier hoping some of the repairs would be covered. The adjuster carefully reviewed the damage. Some portions of the claim qualified for further evaluation. Other portions did not. Gradual wear, long-term deterioration, and deferred maintenance are often treated differently from sudden, accidental damage. The landlord quickly realized that even when insurance helps, it may not eliminate every financial burden. He still faced significant out-of-pocket costs before the property could be rented again. As construction continued, the landlord began reviewing maintenance records from previous years. He noticed something he had overlooked. Several work orders mentioned small signs that, in hindsight, pointed toward a larger issue. A tenant had once reported a small ceiling stain after heavy rain. Another maintenance request mentioned occasional moisture around a bathroom vent. A contractor had recommended monitoring a section of flashing during a roof repair. Each issue had been addressed individually. None seemed urgent. No one connected them together. Looking back, those small reports were early warning signs. Had they been evaluated as part of a larger pattern, the outcome might have been very different. The experience completely changed the way the landlord managed maintenance. Instead of treating every repair as an isolated event, he began looking for recurring themes. If 2 water-related maintenance requests appeared in the same area over 12 months, a deeper inspection was scheduled. If electrical issues appeared more than once, the entire circuit was evaluated. If multiple tenants reported similar concerns, the investigation expanded beyond the immediate repair. The goal shifted from fixing symptoms to identifying root causes. He also implemented scheduled property condition assessments. Not because he distrusted his tenants, not because he expected problems, but because buildings age, roofs wear out, plumbing connections loosen, caulking fails, weather changes. Even well-maintained properties slowly deteriorate over time. Waiting for tenants to discover every problem places too much responsibility on someone who doesn't own the building. Routine inspections became another layer of protection. Documentation also became a priority. Every inspection included photographs. Every repair recommendation was stored digitally. Every contractor report was organized by property. When major repairs were completed, invoices, permits, and inspection approvals were saved together. The landlord wanted a complete history for every building, not only for future maintenance, but also to help identify patterns before they became expensive emergencies. Communication with tenants changed as well. Instead of simply asking whether anything needed repair, the property manager began asking more specific questions. Have you noticed any water stains? Do any outlets stop working occasionally? Have you smelled moisture or mildew? Do windows or doors suddenly become difficult to open? Has anything changed since your last maintenance request? Specific questions often revealed issues tenants hadn't considered important enough to report. That simple change led to earlier repairs and fewer surprises. Perhaps the most important lesson came from the city inspector. Near the end of the project, he said something the landlord never forgot. "We don't enjoy condemning buildings. Our goal is safe housing." Those words changed the landlord's perspective. Code enforcement wasn't the enemy. Neither was the tenant. The inspection simply revealed problems that had quietly developed over time. Ignoring them longer would only have increased the cost and potentially the safety risk. Nearly 5 months after the original complaint, the final inspection took place. The repaired roof passed. Electrical corrections passed. Structural repairs passed. The plumbing passed. Ventilation improvements passed. One by one, each violation was removed from the city's records. The orange notice disappeared from the front door. The property was finally approved for occupancy again. The total financial impact surprised even the landlord. Structural repairs, roof reconstruction, electrical upgrades, engineering reports, permit fees, mold remediation, vacancy, lost rental income, professional inspections, legal consultation. Together, the costs exceeded $40,000. Ironically, the original maintenance concerns raised by the tenant would have cost only a small fraction of that amount had they been fully investigated when they first appeared. Sometimes the most expensive repair isn't the one you make. It's the one you postpone. Prevention systems. After reopening the property, the landlord introduced several permanent systems across every rental. First, annual comprehensive property inspections became mandatory. These weren't quick walkthroughs. Each inspection followed a written checklist covering roofing, plumbing, electrical systems, HVAC equipment, windows, doors, ventilation, smoke detectors, handrails, and visible structural concerns. Second, maintenance history was reviewed quarterly. Recurring issues automatically triggered deeper investigation rather than another temporary repair. Third, every contractor recommendation was documented and assigned a follow-up date. No recommendation remained open indefinitely. Fourth, reserve funds for capital improvements were increased. The landlord recognized that older buildings require ongoing investment, not just emergency repairs. Finally, communication with tenants became more proactive. Tenants were reminded that reporting small problems early wasn't an inconvenience. It was one of the best ways to protect both their home and the property itself. Every property owner file leaves us with one lesson. Today's lesson is this: properties rarely fail overnight. Most expensive disasters begin as small maintenance issues that quietly grow over time. The landlords who protect their investments aren't the ones who never face problems. They're the ones who discover those problems while they're still manageable. Routine inspections, thorough documentation, prompt repairs, long-term planning. Those systems don't eliminate every surprise, but they dramatically reduce the likelihood that one maintenance request becomes a city condemnation. If you found today's property owner file helpful, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with another landlord or real estate investor. Have you ever uncovered a maintenance problem that turned out to be much larger than you expected? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story may help another property owner avoid the same costly lesson. Next time on Property Owner Files.